how big of a surprise and disappointment was that for the kind of leader he is on that side of the ball?
I honestly think it goes without saying. I think what's understood don't even got to be said. There's certain names when they come across the ticker for your own team that just kind of hit you in the gut a little bit. And I think even for other teams, they say, oh, like there's certain names, and Dereck Browns one of those names. So we got to obviously let everything kind of play out. Like, it's still early. I've dealt with meniscus before when I had my ACL. So there's a lot of different variables and ways to go at that. So I think just give it time and stuff like that. I don't know exactly all the extent of it, but I think we should just be praying for Dereck. He puts so much into it. I mean, golly, like he's one of our hardest workers. He earns every cent every day. So, yeah, I think just the main thing is be praying for him, and then we'll see what happens. But obviously, this is the NFL. It's always next man up, even when you're dealing with all-pro caliber guys like Dereck. So we got to rally, keep going.
Jordan, when you watched the film of yesterday, what do you think stood out to you about what went wrong on offense?
I would say that as a team, obviously, like, we got to just do a better job. Obviously, like we got to take the ball. I think that's like the ball is everything, and that's never just on one person. It's on the whole unit. Everybody's got to be better. Tight ends, receivers, we got to be better in the pass game, route running, getting separation. I think blocking as a unit, we got to do better. But more than anything, the ball. And I know that Dave's going to continue to harp on that. Brad mentioned in meetings, and that's where we're going to go forward. I mean, like, you just look at turnover differential. If you're +1, those teams win 70% of the time. So I think if we're looking at something, obviously, that we're going to hone in on this week, just to get on the right side of where we want to be on the win column, it's probably going to be ball security, and then we'll continue to patch up everything else.
Did you feel unprepared?
No, I didn't feel unprepared at all. Actually, I love the plan going in. I think, there's a lot of new variables. I mean, golly, like, we've got new staff. We've got a ton of new overhaul with the roster and players. We've got guys that are injured, new guys getting opportunities to play. And that unit that we played had a lot of continuity. I'm not making excuses, but those are the facts. And they played a great game, and we had a lot of things that we didn't do so well. I firmly believe in the quote that before you can win, you got to keep from losing, right? And we didn't keep from losing. So that's the first thing is we got to do better in that area, and then we got to give ourselves a chance to win. And we're just going to go back to the drawing board and get ready for the Chargers. But ultimately, no, I didn't go into the game thinking, oh, no, like I felt very confident. I think everybody else did. Now we just got to actually go out there and prove it.
How easy is it to, like, flush a loss like that?
I think the bad ones are a lot easier to flush because you're almost kind of like, I don't even want to see that. You know what I mean? It's like roadkill. You're like, oh, good. But no, like it was funny. Kobe, when he was doing his circuit, obviously before he passed, he was doing a lot of speaking at different teams and everything. He came and spoke at the Patriots when I was there. He talked about getting past situations. He was like, when you go to the bathroom and do number 2, do you sit there and stare at it? No, what do you do? Flush it. So that's what you got to do, and you got to move on. I mean, look, it's week 1. Okay, it's week 1. It's not a continuation of anything that happened prior to the last 17. No, this is a new team. This is a new year. The sun came up, and we just got to keep working and getting better.
Yesterday, Dave mentioned the adversity really being a part of this long journey and becoming who this team will be. How does that ring true for you?
I mean, I think it rang true. And Dave's pretty prophetic, and like he says things like that are very measured and very truthful. It's kind of part of his whole demeanor. Like he could have easily just jumped out and made a whole bunch of rash promises and said things. He was very honest when he talked to everybody. Like, hey, there's going to be bumps along this road, and it is going to make us who we are. It's going to make us make us a better team. And then we hit a bump, and then people are like, whoa, no, like, if you're in New York traffic, you should expect to get hit, okay? You're not driving in the country in Mississippi, okay? The NFL is New York traffic, right? And so there's going to be bumps along the way. Dave got ahead, and he said, hey, expect it. We're going to get better from it, and that's the next thing that you should expect, is that we will get better from it. And I'm excited to get back to work Wednesday. D. Lou, who we just acquired in free agency, talked to the offense a little bit and said, hey, let's go. good. Got to keep going. But it starts Wednesday, and I think everybody is excited to get it back rolling so we can get that bad taste out of our mouths.